cheeky. Where are you off to then? Shouldn't you be serving fried breakfast?
Actually, I'm going where you're going.
Underworld? Oh, what for?
I'm starting back. Mrs. Gordon's taking me on.
Great. Well, you always were the best knicker stitcher in town.
Oh, well, thanks, but I won't be sewing. I've been made manager.
Manager? Ooh, there'll be a few noses put out of joint there then.
Do you think some of the girls might be resentful?
Resentful? Whatever for? Apart from the fact that you've been brought back and put over the rest of us who've been up to our eyes in knickers while you've been off doing your Mother Teresa bit. Oh no, love. There'll be no resentment.
I'll just have to establish my authority.
Yeah, you do that. And you'll get no bother from me.
Oh, thanks.
At least no more bother than I'd give anybody who took that job on. Well, morning, Sally. Hey, have you heard the latest news? We've got a new lady boss. Hey, is she not your boss, though? Because you're in office, aren't you? You're not a slave worker like the rest of us mere mortals.
Morning, Sally.
Actually, Janice, I already knew. I was told last night. It was decided that I'd be better positioned on the factory floor.
You've been dropped from Pierre. Oh, I see.
No, there's nothing to see.
Ailey's got the job, and you've been sent back to the ranks.
I hope there's no hard feelings, Sally.
No, why should there be? It's not as if I've been replaced.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not, because I was PA, and you're a factory manager, aren't you, Hayley? Two completely different jobs.
Right, so the fact that you got demoted on the same day that Hayley got the job is just a coincidence. Morning, ladies. Morning. Right, you lot inside.
I cannot tell you how glad I am to see you.
Oh, well, you asked me to start today.
No, I know, but when I woke up this morning, I was like, is she going to turn up? I need you, really.
Right.
No, I mean it. Because I've really had the stuffing knocked out of me recently, and I need someone here I can rely on seeing that's you. You're not going to let me down, are you?
No, of course not, Mrs. Gordon.
Connor. No more Gordon. Call her Connor. Feels right. Right, you, let's go and tend them natives, shall we?
Mark, have you got any more bread?
Could you not have all that yourself? Do you want another bread?
No, you're all right, love. I just popped in to say hello.
Right, yes, I'm just rushed off my feet at the minute. I should have been at work 5 minutes ago. I promised him a fry up and I've got to make his sandwiches yet.
Well, look, why don't I take them round to him later? On the house, eh? Ham and pickle, do you?
Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, go on, you get off to work. I'll sit with this one and keep him company.
Right, thank you.
Oh, Kurt's coming for his tea, so bring us back something nice.
Oh, right. Is there anything else you'd like me to do before I go and do a full day's work?
Yeah, see you later.
See you.
Sir Arlen. Oh, Molly seems to have a lot on her plate.
Yeah, she likes to keep busy.
Maybe she could do with a break, though, eh? A night off. Hey, you could take her to pictures, or a meal out, maybe.
But we don't like eating out. And it's cheaper to eat in, innit? Molly's a good cook, and we don't have to dress up, do we?
Well, how about a quiet night in, then, eh? Fancy bottle of wine, watch a film, make her feel special.
She's hardly ever in, anyway. And we always row about movies, because I like horrors and she likes romances. Hey, can I have some cheese on that ham and pickle?
Yeah.
As we stood exchanging vows, I had no idea my husband had been sleeping with not just my bridesmaid, but with the best man as well. Phew! That sort of thing never happened before Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, of course it did.
Well, London maybe, but come on. This was Blackburn.
How long before she found out what he was up to?
About 6 months.
That's a very big secret to keep covered.
I've known men with bigger secrets. I mean, take that Tony Gordon. Gets away with murder, then he slips an engagement ring on the finger of the widow. Perhaps Maria should tell her story.
Then we get to read all the details.
Look, that is enough, thank you.
All right, we're only saying.
No, not in this salon, thank you. Maria's life's been absolutely devastated by that man, that evil man. So let's change the subject, shall we?
Oh, I'm sorry, love. Has your girl set a date yet?
What's this?
Well, her daughter's getting married.
Oh, you must be pleased.
Of course.
Do you like him?
Well, he had a bit of a problem with drugs.
And he just got a bit hooked on painkillers better.
Ah, well, that's pills for you, isn't it? Nobody ever gets addicted to a good, strong cup of tea, did they? I did hear, you know, that he had money worries.
Oh, well, we've all got money worries.
Well, it can't be that big a worry, can it? If he can afford to run that great big tugboat that he's got cluttering the streets up with.
Betty, he didn't have money problems. He's sorted his life out now. I mean, otherwise my Gay wouldn't be marrying him, would she?
So you're happy for her then?
Of course.
Do you know, for a good hairdresser, ooh, you make a lousy liar, Audrey Roberts.
Spanner, dog breath, mentalist, thicko, and then I went to big school and I got moron, dipstick, cretin.
I don't think Claire's getting called names.
I'm not. I just think Becky's going to tell all the other mums that Amy's picking up swearing from Joshua.
Well, then you need to get in there quick and tell him it's the other way round.
I don't want to. I just want Becky to get Amy to stop swearing.
Should have picked it up in the pub.
She lives upstairs. She don't spend her evenings at bar with the vodka.
It's hard enough fitting in with the other mums. I've always been the outsider.
Yeah, that's because you went mental and you got locked up. You know, I can see how it could put some people off. What? Oh, I didn't...
Oh, whatever the reason, I'm definitely out of the loop. I'm used to it. It's school all over again.
I feel you, Pam.
Never mind what the other mums say or think. Why don't you just get yourself involved in something? You know you like to throw yourself into stuff like football. You could make friends that way.
Yeah, I mean, I made more friends at the detention centre than I did at school. Why? Because we're all like-minded people. Yeah. You need to find something where there are people like you.
Visitor for you.
Mum. Surprised to see you here.
Well, I wondered if I could have a word. Private words.
Anything you've got to say to me, you can say in front of Joe.
Nah, it's all right. Gotta nip out anyway. Won't be long.
So, what's it going to be today, then? Gonna shout at me for making a stupid mistake? Or am I going to have the talk about how I shouldn't be so desperate, how I should stop clinging to men?
I don't like having hard feelings between us.
Really? So why do you take every opportunity to make sure there is hard feeling?
I don't!
Yes, you do. And you know what? It's becoming very boring and very predictable. You must practice looking disapproving in front of the mirror.
Oh, dearie me. Well, I was willing to make an effort, but if you're going to be like that...
Do you remember the day you married Alf?
What?
You and me sat on the wall outside my house. I asked you why you were going through with it when he wasn't your type. You said because he was safe. You remember that?
No.
Oh, well, I do. You were sick of excitement. You wanted to settle for somebody who would put you on a pedestal and never hurt you.
I loved Alf.
And I loved Joe. And yes, nothing's been plain sailing. There have been problems, and I'm not daft enough to think there won't be more along the way, but I'm willing to take a risk on loving someone who might not be perfect, but I know loves me.
It's a good job you weren't PA long enough to forget how to use your sewing machine.
Oh, give it a rest, Janice.
Hit a nerve there, didn't I, eh? Anyway, if she's rearranging all staff, then obviously she's thinking about hanging on to the place. And that can only be a good thing, eh?
Yeah, well, it's not just my voice that's sexier than Tony's. I got two legs to match. I'm certainly looking forward to doing business with you, Mr. Rickson. Boyd. Okay. Right? Well, listen, I'm going to have to dash because I need on the shop floor. All right, then. Ta-da. Sexist pig. That were Rickson's robes. Nice fat juicy order to see you through to New Year, though. How are you settling in, Hayley?
Yeah, fine. I was just wondering about my job description.
Oh, you don't need one of them, do you? Look, the way I see it, I sit here pushing paperwork, flirting with the clients. Anything beyond that door is your empire. Okay? sit on whoever needs sitting on, chuck cold water over them when they fight, and check they're not stealing the stock. They're the cogs, you're the oil, and I just sit up in my glass tower counting profits. How's that for a job description?
Got you.
Good. Because believe me, I've enough on my plate right now without worrying about that lot. Oh, and while I think on, I've got a nip out this afternoon.
Oh, right.
And it's not just a case of dropping you in at the deep end daily, because I already know you can swim. No, I've just got to nip out for a couple of hours, that's all.
Anywhere nice?
No. Not nice at all.
I haven't got a tie.
What? Oh, you mean you're coming with me?
Of course I am.
Oh, that's really kind of you, sweetheart, but there's no need, honestly. I'll be fine.
I'm not going for you. I'm going for me. I'm gonna let him know what I think of him. I'm gonna let him know that when he gets out of prison, I'm gonna be waiting for him, and then I'm gonna kill him.
You won't get to talk to him, sweetheart. He's only making an appearance.
Then why are you going?
Because I have to. I need to.
Well, I need to and all.
Okay. Well, then you don't need a tie. But just promise me. Please. You won't kick off. Look, you'll only get yourself into trouble, and I can't deal with that on top of everything else.
Yeah, sorry.
Come here. It's rubbish, isn't it? Being an adult.
Liz, what can I do for you?
I need a cab.
Right, well, all the drivers are busy at the moment, but I'll be back in 5. If you want to wait, I can drive.
Actually, no. No, I'll wait for another driver.
I can drive you anywhere you want.
I don't know. I'll wait.
I'm going into this with my eyes open.
I hope you are.
You're never going to believe me, are you? You've never approved of any man I've wanted to be with.
Oh, come on, girl. You have to admit your choice in men is nothing to boast about.
What do you expect from me, Mum? What do you want me to do? Give up men? Spend every night sat in the Rovers with you? You're a hypocrite.
Oh, am I?
Yes, you are. Because we both know if any fella gave you the eye, you'd be all over him. It's my life, Mum.
So I'm supposed to just sit and watch you make a mistake, am I?
Or join in my happiness. Please, Mum. Life's hard enough without having to fight you. I love him. You only see what you want to see. What you don't see is the man who brings me a cup of tea every morning. Who sits holding my hand when we watch telly. Hugs me when I'm in bed. That's the man I'm marrying. I'm not like you. No good on my own.
And you think I am? I don't want you to be on your own, Gail. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, least of all my own daughter. Who I love more than anything in the world.
I'm not asking for your blessing, Mum. Just accept Joe for me.
Just don't expect me to buy a new outfit.
Amateur dramatics?
I don't know why I've not thought about it before. I used to love acting at school.
Yeah, I bet you were dead good at it.
We had this musical once called The Boyfriend. I had to Charleston. Oh! Won't you Charleston with me? Won't you Charleston with me? And while the band is playing that oh-vo-de-o-do, around we will go.
Oh, you have to do loads of rehearsals and stuff?
Probably.
So you'll be expecting me to look after the kids while you're doing acting?
That won't be a problem, will it? After all, it was you who said I should join a club or something.
I was thinking more conversational Spanish.
Well, I don't want to learn Spanish. I want to have fun with people like me. Just think what heaven it's gonna be if you will, Charleston, Charleston with me.
Oh, yeah.
Liz, I think you're being childish.
No, I'm not. I just don't want to spend any time with you.
Yeah, but we live in the same street.
I know, Lloyd, and I'm not ignoring you. I just don't want you in my personal space.
Look, it's going to happen from time to time. Your son's my best friend. Oh, come on, Liz, you can't keep this up forever.
Oi! Oi! Won't you ignore him?
Did you say something?
Yeah, I did. And there's no need to look at me like that. He's moved on. So should you.
Moved on? Well, if you're the sort of thing that someone moves on to, I'm perfectly happy standing still.
Oh, yeah, I've known women like you before. Think you're something special, but you still scratch your backside when you think no one's looking.
Oh, come on, Therese, you just need
No! She needs telling. He's a good man. He's asking you to be civil, like most people. You're acting like you're 5.
How I act has got nothing to do with you. Or him. You know nothing about it.
Don't fool yourself, love. I know plenty.
Well, know this then, love. See that name over that door? That's my name and my pub. And if you want to carry on throwing drinks down your neck in my pub, you'll keep your opinions to yourself. And remember, love, you got him on the rebound.
You must be glad to be rid of that. Oh, yes, no doubt about it. You definitely upgraded.
If Mitchell's hasn't got any, I'll go over to Wivenshaw.
Yeah, well, don't rush. It's not like we've got a fleet of motors lined up.
Right, yeah. See you in about an hour.
You need to tell him to make more of an effort.
We shouldn't need telling.
Oh, he's a fella they all need telling. You're going to spend the rest of your lives together. Get him trained now.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Well, obviously it is. Or are you saying you don't care how he treats you?
No, of course not, but I knew what he was like when I married him.
Oh, did you also know that you'd be sleeping with his best mate as well? Aren't you going to answer that?
It'll stop in a minute, look. I know you mean well, and I know you're worried in case I take up with Kevin again.
Yeah, I'm more worried that you haven't finished with him in first place.
I've said I have, haven't I?
Well, according to Tyrone, you're never home.
Well, he sits in front of the telly every night. If the Queen popped round for a cuppa, he wouldn't notice her. Look, just let me deal with my marriage my way, OK?
I only want what's best for your love. You deserve a husband who worships you, who wants to spend every minute of every waking day with you. Right, well, I'd best be off. Get these delivered. See you, love.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
You rang?
Audrey?
Right. Just so as you know, no matter what spin my daughter puts on it, I'll come to your wedding, I'll smile for the photographs, and I'll sit round your table for Sunday lunch. But the minute you put 1 foot out of step, I'll be on your head like a ton of bricks.
What have I done wrong, Audrey? I mean, really? Have I cheated on your daughter? Am I slowly poisoning her? Have I ever hit her? I'm just a man. An ordinary bloke. I love Gail, and I want to make her happy. We're getting married because we want to spend the rest of our lives together, so give me a break, eh?
Case number 16 on the list, Tony Gordon. Are you Tony Gordon?
Yes,
And you live at 7 Coronation Street, Weatherfield?
I do.
Mr. Gordon, you are charged with murder and attempted murder. Those are charges that can only be dealt with at Crown Court. Accordingly, I shall be sending this case to the Weatherfield Crown Court to be heard on... Have we got a date?
Just a moment.
Got half an hour.
And Tyrone won't be back for an hour. Don't be uncomfortable about being here. This is my house, and I want you here. And I want you in my bed.
Well, I want to be in your bed.
I'm assuming there's no application for bail.
No, sir.
Very well. Mr. Gordon, you'll be remanded in custody until Monday the 4th of January 2010. You can take him down.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Did he just smile at you?
Don't you smile at my son! Don't you dare smile at my son, murderer! I'd spit on you! Don't you look at my son!
Madam, sit
I want you to ride hell!
It's all right, it's not worth it.
Sit down, or you'll be having contempt of court. Take him out.
Are you going to stop moaning or what? Well, I just thought, if I'm in all this way for a book, there's no point in us going back. Well, fine, we just get your book then so we can go back. It could be anywhere.
Oh my God. What are we going to do?
It's probably upstairs.
We're back to the street in half an hour.